there. So in here we need the title. So we can break out of this string and into the next string, and we can separate this by commas. And what we are doing is we are saying result title. Okay, so because we are down here using this key title, we can now access that through results as title. Okay, so like when we did print R, if you're not sure at this stage what's going on, stick with that print R and have a look at exactly what's going on, and look where the arrays are inside that other array and which key that they're at. And notice that the for each is going to take for each result that we return, which is the title, description and URL for each result, result now equals another array. Okay, so result itself is an array as well as results, so we're accessing the title key of this array using result, square brackets and title. So we're accessing this. Okay, so result title, we've concatenated or appended that onto the string. Now we can go along and we can substitute in the description. Okay, so let's break out of this and into this, commas in there, and this is the same format, result, description. The only difference with description is it's cut off. So what we can do is we can add dot 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 after there. This space won't be taken into account, obviously, dot dot dot, and then that'll add a dot 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 after the description. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the URL. So this is going to look a bit messy, but if you know how to concatenate and join extra strings and variables onto Echo, that would help. But I'm going to go ahead and try and explain as easy as I can. So we break out of this string here. Remember, we're using double quotation marks inside single quotation marks, which is acceptable. Then we comma, and then we say result URL. So this has formed the reference part, if you like. So the link that's actually we're going to go to. And what we can also do is come in here and we can say target equals blank, and blank, and that will open up the link in a new window. So that's part of HTML, and in URL we need to do exactly the same thing. Okay, we just say result URL. So now that that's done, we can run the search and see how that's formed together from the results from each part of the array. So let's type for Flash, let's search for Flash Pro, and now you can see that we've got the title in bold, we've got the description with the dots that we added at the end, and we have the URL which is clickable. Okay, so now when we search for something like Flash, the loop, the for each loop, takes into account each result, and Flash returns 3, so when we click search you can see that it's displayed the 3 results. Okay, so the next thing that I mentioned that I was going to do, oh by the way, we're essentially now done with the search functionality. That's it. If you want to learn how to now get rid of this S if you were only returning say 1 result, then follow along the rest of the tutorial. Otherwise the rest of the search engine is done. So 1 result, we've got a problem here. We've got 1 result, we need result. So what we can do is we can come up here and we can create, let's go ahead up here and create a new variable called suffix equals nothing, okay, or nothing like that. So a suffix is what we're going to add to the end of this result here, so what we do is we say if, in fact we'll do it as an inline one, it would be a lot easier, a shorthand if statement. So suffix is equal to, and in here we say results num and doesn't equal 1. So if it doesn't equal 1, then the suffix is going to equal s. Okay, otherwise nothing. Okay, so if the results num is 2, then the suffix is equal to s. If the results num is equal to 1, it's equal to nothing. Okay, so we're essentially saying as long as the results num does not equal 1, we can append an s on there, because if it's 2 results, 3 results, 4 results, we can append an s on. If we have 1 result, it equals 1, so we don't append an S on. So now we can go and put this suffix over here, and we can just type it in there. Okay, so what I've done, oh, we need to break out of this actually, so let's break out of that and back in there, suffix. Okay, so we are just typing in result, but then we're leaving it up to this line here to detect and add an S here or nothing there. So let's go ahead and search for flash. So your search for flash returned 3 results. We've appended the S on. If we just type flash pro, 1 result, because the result number was 1 and we didn't append an S on. So that's the search engine tutorial, all done, all over and done with. Remember, you can find the index.php starting code, which is just a blank XML document, or sorry, XHTML document, and you can also find the data that I've shown in my database also as an SQL query, which you can just click on the SQL tab, paste straight in, run the query, and this data will be here for you to follow along the tutorial. Okay, so that's it, and we finished creating our search engine.